Hello everyone, this is Talk Time with Cynthia. I'm coming today and I want to talk on George Floyd. I wrote a little piece, I wrote from my heart because I wanted to speak on it. I wanted to speak to my subscribers and viewers alike, just to let everybody know where I stand, where this platform stand. My heart is just absolutely broken for the family of George Floyd and for the American people, because I know that for a few exempt folk, I know that's not who we are as American people. Some folks might beg to differ, but I think that we live in one of the greatest countries in the world. I do believe that from the bottom of my heart. Is there some things that I don't appreciate about this country? Absolutely. Yes, it is. But I know that we as a people, we are better than that. I know that about us. Because I've seen us in other situations and how we come together and we can put aside all of our differences and do better than what we do. I know that about us. So this other stuff that goes on, yeah, it sends you into a place of turmoil and outrage or whatever. Yeah, we all are human, and we if we don't think before we act, we react in a way, and especially if things come right to our front door, so nobody can sit in judgment of what's going on and say, well, I wouldn't have done that, unless you walked a day and a life in somebody else's shoes. And of course, I do believe two wrongs don't make a right, but sometimes some things have to be done so that changes are made, whether it be protesting, marching, or and I don't want to say the law taken into your own hand, because I don't believe in that either, because then what will we be as a nation, as a world? We'll be in total disarray, and so gotta have law and order somewhere, right? Because then it could be way, way, way worse than what it is. So then there's that. So I'm not gonna go through the don't forget the like, comment, and subscribe situation, because I think this is not the video for that, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and read something I wrote that I just had to sit and think, what is this platform about? What do I want to write? How do I want to put my heart out there and say, this is what I believe, this is what I stand for. So, and this is what it is, y'all. Of course, I got my page. Y'all know how I do. I write my stuff down. Here you go. It says, it says, who are we as a community, as a city, as a state, as a nation, as a world, as Americans? This is the question we have to ask. This is a question you have to ask yourself at a time such as this. In the midst of a widespread pandemic and racial injustice, although being polar opposites, there is a cord that connects the two. That cord is civil rights. The right of citizens to political and social freedom and equality, and also human rights. Rights inherent to all human beings, whatever our nationality, place of residence, sex, national or ethnic origin, color, religion, language, or any other status. We are all equally entitled to our human rights without discrimination. These rights are all interrelated, interdependent, indivisible. We as a human race must do better, be better than we ever have before, because it is going to take us as a human race. It's going to take us. I'm sorry. Let me read it right, y'all. Because it is going to take us as a human race. Us as a human race must be better and do better than we ever have before, because in this moment in time, it is going to take all that we have got and all that we are to push and pull together as one to heal this great nation that we love and that we call home. Okay? So that's my heart. And that's how I feel about it. I feel like we're gonna have to do better. We're gonna have to be better as a human race. And we're gonna have to push and pull together in order to be healed from past mistakes that have been made by this country. Number one, we're going to have to accept that we did make mistakes, that we did wrong one to another. We're going to have to admit that. We're going to have to do it as a whole, as a race of people, not as black people, not as white people, but as a race together. Not as Asian, not as Indian, but race, like a world of people. Because it's not just happening here in America. It is happening all over the world. And we got to get it right. I am not so naive that I think that it is just all going to fall together and it's going to be a big kumbaya. But it could be better than what it is today. It could be better than what it is today. And I want to give a shout out to Gavin Newsom in California. He's the governor of California, and I tell you, this gentleman, he has got it right. When it comes to this situation with George Floyd, he got the right idea. When it comes to this COVID-19, he's got the right idea. I have yet to see what Governor Cuomo, which is my guy, have said about this George Floyd situation, but I've seen what he said about the COVID-19 and how he loved his state and how he handles everything and how he's on top of everything. And it appears to me that Gavin Newsom, governor of California, has got the right idea about COVID-19 and about this George Floyd situation. So I just want to do a great big shout out to him and show my appreciation to him, like really being in touch with the African American community, and not just the African American community, but with the great state of California. I want to say now, because I think the governor and who you choose to put over your state can make your state great. And so this man seemed like he just really have his ducks in a row, as well as Governor Cuomo of New York, the great state of New York. So, but I just wanted to just do like a shout out to him and let him know how much I appreciate him for just really raising his family and just having that tough and hard conversation with his friends, and let his friends know that there is something that has to be done about the way Black America is being viewed, and whatever else people who are viewed in a dim light. Because we just have, us as American people, we always set the standard of how things are supposed to be done. And I think that we can set a standard of how equality and how inequality is done. You understand what I'm saying? Just making sure that we are having conversations with our neighbors, and if we see something, say something, speak out and say, hey, you know, I love you and you're my friend, but this is wrong what you are doing. It is wrong, and what can we do to get it right? Why do you have this view of these people, whether it be African American people, whether it be Asian American people, or Indian people, or people that's not even in the U.S.? What is it that we can do to make sure that we are not destroying this great nation, this great world from the inside out? You understand what I'm saying? So I believe that if something can be done, we might not be able to reach everybody, but we can reach more people than we think that we can reach. And if you're feeling overwhelmed by that thought, then just start where you're from. You can affect the people in your circle, and if you just attempt to affect the people in your circle and have that hard conversation with the people in your circle, then I think each one teach one, or each one reach one. I think we'll be all better for it, right? So anyway, I want to say I thank you guys so much for coming to my channel, being interested in what I have to say, because I am trying my best to make a difference in this world, in this nation, in this city, community, state, nation, this world that I live in, that I love so much. I love the people so much. So y'all, we can do it. We can do it. It's not going to be an easy thing. Anything good that is worth fighting for, it's not going to be easy. You understand what I'm saying? So, but we got to do it to survive ourselves, to survive our race, to survive our nation. We got to do this, y'all. So anyway, I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh, y'all, I forgot to put my lipstick on. Bye. Love you. Bye.